Alright, welcome back to Samik Digital Lectures, where we give you the best of lectures, and I want to welcome you once again into Software and Web Development SWD 324 Backend Development 1. This is practical class, and we will be having our first practical in this course, Backend Development. So the topic today will be setting up the backend development environment. Alright, before we move further, I want to urge you to smash the like button and share our video to loved ones. Also, if you are new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be notified whenever we upload new content on this channel. Alright, so as the first practical, we'll only be looking at this topic, which is setting up the backend environment, the backend development environment. And as you can see, this is our practical manual, and it's meant for students to record it when they carry out the practical. So before we start, I want to also inform you that what you need to do is, first of all, when you get your practical manual, make sure you record the date that the practical is being carried out, and that is very important for us for record keeping. And then also you go through the practical manual, all the spaces provided in the manual, you are going to complete them, record them, and then submit for marking. So that is that. Alright, let's look at what is built for today. First, the learning objectives. By the end of this practical, you are supposed to do the following. Students are expected to correctly install and configure XAMPP as a local development server. We'll be showing you how to install your XAMPP server, to install and configure it. Then we'll also show you how to install the configuration of our Postman for API testing and request handling. Then number 3, you are going to learn how to develop workflow from server to client. So basically, this is the objectives for this course, this practical 1. Alright, so we'll be embarking on a step-by-step procedure for installing and configuring the XAMPP server. Before we do that, I want you to know that the back-end development can be done using XAMPP, can also be done using WAMP and other servers, but we'll be focusing only on this XAMPP server. This is the one that we'll be focusing on. The first step you have to do is you are going to move to this website. You are going to open this web address in a browser where you are going to download the application. Alright, still on this matter of installation, to install and configure XAMPP, you will just copy this. Okay, copy this and go to your browser. Head over to your browser. Let's paste it here and then open the website with the browser. Anyway, this has been downloaded already because I've installed it on this app, on this PC already. But I'm just trying to show you how you can do it. When you copy this Apache friends.org and open it with your browser. The network here is not that friendly anyway, but let's see what happens. Then I will show you how you are going to download. Normally, when you are downloading, you have to select the operating system for your system, the version that is fit for your operating system. That's what I mean by that. So we have different versions for different operating systems. So unless you select the one that matches your operating system, and then download it. Okay, so this is what we have in the Apache Friends website. You see, XAMPP for Windows. Then we have XAMPP for Linux, and then XAMPP for OS X. That is Ubuntu operating system. Ubuntu. So since my own is Windows, I will just click on this download for Windows. It does inform me that my download will start automatically. If it doesn't, I should click here. So that's how it's going to do for downloading. I don't want to download it again, so let's just head straight away to the folder where I've downloaded it already. It's installed there. Anyway, something is okay. That's just Postman. I've initiated this one. I'm coming to this one anyway. Let me head back to the folder where it has been downloaded. Look at it here. XAMPP Windows 64. That is the operating system installed on my system, Windows 64. So I'll just double click on this one to start installation straight away. That is what you need to do. Double click there. When you want to install the XAMPP, this is what you will see. Important, because an activated user account control USC on your system, some functions of the XAMPP are possibly restricted with USC. Please avoid to install XAMPP. Just click OK and then continue to set up. You understand? Already I've installed it, but I want to go through to some extent so that you people will see it. Then click next. Then you are going to select all these ones and then click next. We just sit to do next until you go to the last step. Since I have installed it already, then there's no need to do this, so I'll just cancel it at this moment. Okay. Alright, so that is that on how to install your XAMPP. After installation, you can start XAMPP server here. Okay, it is not there. Go to this place, or you just search for XAMPP here. XAMPP. Then select this control panel. Select the control panel. Anytime you want to work on your or test your codes with PHP, make sure you start your XAMPP server. Start the XAMPP control panel. On the control panel, you are going to start there are 2 apps on that control panel that you are going to start them. Make sure you get them started before you continue. But let's go back to the okay, so we have finished downloading the latest version of the Windows XAMPP. Yes, we selected this Apache, MySQL, PHP admin, MyAdmin. These are the things that you need to select them and check them while you are installing. After installation, you are going to launch the XAMPP control panel, which is what we are waiting for now to pop up. XAMPP control panel. Once it pops up, then you are going to start Apache. Yeah, it has popped up now. You are going to start Apache and also MySQL services. Okay, this is the control panel, the XAMPP control panel. Look at Apache here, and then we have MySQL. So you are going to click on start. Each of them you have to start them. You see the message here down. Main and what Apache, they are on now. They are running now. Then we also have to test run whether this is functioning properly or not. Open your browser and go to HTTPS localhost to confirm the installation was successful. You understand? Then there you know that the installation is successful. Let's come back to this browser, open another, then this search bar, type HTTP, don't add S to it, full column, then this slashes, then we are going to write localhost, press enter after the localhost, then you see the dashboard. Localhost dashboard will appear. This is not online, I hope you know. This is just using the local server, which is the Apache local server. You see, it has opened, which means the installation was done and carried out correctly. It was done successfully. If you don't see this page now, it means the installation wasn't successful. Then we are also required on step 8 to place our PHP files inside the htdocs folder. Usually this is where you find it, in the location C, in that drive C. Okay, let's go to File Explorer, go to this PC, then you locate drive C. My drive is almost full. I have to partition it again. Okay, so when you open it, this is XAMPP. Look at the last folder down here, XAMPP. Double click to open it, and then we have htdocs. When you open it again, you see all the files, the PHP files that are there. Okay, so this is where you are going to place all your PHP files. Alright, so that has been done. We are moving to the second step. The second thing is install and configure Postman. Alright, this is the website address, www.postman.com/downloads. Already I initiated it for download here, and let's open the folder. It has been downloaded successfully. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, it's already here. So 2 files have been downloaded. That's why you have 2 of them here. It's the same thing. Okay, because the network was not good, I clicked twice, so that is why you see 2 files downloaded there. So I can make use of one of them to install. So just double click on any of them to install. So this is what you see. This is the message you see on the screen. Just click run. During installation you have to be patient enough and wait to see it to process, to allow it to process. Well, let me close other applications that I don't need them now. I hope you can see how it is processing here. Postman installing. Look at it down here. And over here it is installing. So just give it time to do. If you want to learn how to be patient, then work with the computer applications or work with installations. Normally when you are doing installations, you have to wait, give the system enough time to process. Alright. Working with API simplified with Postman. Let's have our email. HTTP. Create free account. Or let me log in using Google account. Continue with Google account. If you already have account, like now I have account, let me just, instead of starting there, I'll just log in using my Google account. Let's follow what is happening here. Download and install Postman for your operating system. Open Postman and optionally sign in or create an account. Okay, that is what we are doing now. Then click on plus tab to open the request. The network connection is not friendly with us at all. Continue without an account. Let's see what happens there without an account. I will sign up next time when there's network, when there's a good connectivity. Click the plus tab on to open a new request. So this is the plus tab. Already we have a new request here, so let's leave it there. What are we going to choose? Get or post method. Type this URL localhost test. So what we are going to do is we are going to copy this now. Localhost test. Copy it and put this request here. It's a get request, so just place it there and then click on send. Hash error. Test.php online. Let's test it on this there's an error with this file. There's an error with that file. That is why I cannot open it. It's like something happened with the file, and there's an error on line 2. So what we'll do is, let me show you how you can rectify that by opening the file from the VS Code. Let's open the file from VS Code. Hold down. You can open it. There is the test. There is a test file. This is the file. You can open it with VS Code. Okay, according to what is here, we have here on this file. Sorry. Let me go to the browser. This expecting end of the file. Line 2. Let's go to the file. The issues with this PHP, just remove this one. That is what makes it. PHP is not supposed to embed the HTML code that way. You know, PHP code starts here and ends here. Understand? So now that has been rectified. So when you go back, you will see it working perfectly now. You will see this displayed on the screen. Welcome. Sorry, hello from PHP. Okay, so that's what it's supposed to see. So go back to this. Run it again. Let's send the request again and see what happens. Sending request. Okay, here we go. Hello from PHP. The whole of this file comes up here, and there is no error reported again. So if you go to the browser and check, you can refresh this and see the message will not pop up. Welcome to hello from PHP. That's what you see on the browser. So the Postman is used for testing. Testing how requests can be sent. How we can send requests. Okay, if using post, go to the body tab and select from form data or row, and provide your data. Click send and view the response from the PHP script. Okay, we will do a whole lot of practical on this post. Look at how we can test the Postman after installation. I'll write a code. Already I've written a code here. I want to be very fast. This is the code we are going to test, we are going to test for post method. The method is post. You see it here. If server request method is equals to post, then the name received, this variable name will be received, will be this value name, which is accompanied with a post, will now be assigned to a variable name. Then this value email will also be assigned to this variable email. Okay, that means if nothing is received, then this will be shown no name received, no email received. Okay, then it's going to echo this data received, then the name that has been received from the user will be assigned by. We have not done it in such a way that there is a form. We assume that there should be a form that will be submitting. So since we are using post, since we are going to use Postman, we are going to come here. Okay, this is the name of the file that we are going to test, postman test.php, which is the file we have created within this VS Code. Yes, this file, postman.test.php. That's the file. So we are going to make use of files. Let's just come to this body. Click to this body. When you click body, this is what you will see. Come to this key, create a key. The first was name. Just write it the same way it has been written there. So the variable name was name. That is it. So let's assign any name. Value should be any name. Let's say we're using Samik as the name. No need for description, just leave it there. Let's create another one. Email. So the email, this tab key, and move to the value. Add the value as okay, Samik at gmail.com. That's email. Look at these values. It's text. If it is a file, you can choose file. But we're using text, so allow it to be text. Understand? So we have created two values now. So we can send it, and it will fetch using this code. It make use of this code. So the values that we send, those name and email will be assigned to this variable name, email, and then that is why we have this echo. We don't pick those values through the variables names and then display. But if nothing has been assigned, then you are going to see echo this script only accept post request. I will test this one after the first one. Let me click send. click send and see what happens. Response is being generated now. You can see it's still being processed. Let's preview here. It's supposed to display here. Okay, that's good. You have seen it. Data received, name Samik, email samik@gmail.com. So this is the same way when you send data on your phone. When you click post, that is how these values are sent to the database. We are using Postman because we are not using database base for this course. This is backend development 1. When we go to backend development 2, then we shall talk about databases. So this is the same way these values can be represented in the database. When we come to database, you understand it better. But then I was trying to tell you that there is the second part of this. If no value is received, then what you will see is this will be displayed. So let's go and reload those values and see what happens. Okay, the body is empty now, so let's click send and see how it's going to process. Okay, no name received, no email received. Okay, that has been shown. Already we have used this. Okay, this is what is shown. This is what is shown. Okay, no name received, no email received. This was empty. Okay, so we'll be moving forward to test further on the post method. Oh, sorry, that's the post method. So we make use of the get method. You see all the methods are here, but we are concerned with get and post. Okay, so let's look at the test method too. The get method sends data into the URL. So we'll be creating a URL. We'll create a file here to text that. We'll create a new PHP file and write code into it. Then we'll save it as what name do we give? Let's go to VS Code and create a file. Let's create a file. Let's create a new file here. Let's say test get.php. Test get.php. So I'll be writing the code here. Sorry, we'll start with angle bracket, then PHP. This is how you write your PHP code. Prompt. Press enter and then we start the code. If in bracket server underscore server these are the parameters. Request method request method then we come out of this square bracket equals to get input equals to get, yeah, we'll write almost what we wrote there. Name, get name, the name provided. Let me copy what we wrote here and put it there. Copy this one and put it there. Okay, then change this to get. Change this method to get, don't post again. Let me select this alternate key to select, and then so that we change them at once. Get, let's get equals to get. Okay, we have name and then email. No name received, no email received. Then echo, we're going to echo. Let's output data received. I think almost the same thing that we have here, data received. Let's make use of this one too. Let's make use of this thing into this one. Okay, let's paste it there. echo input data received using get data received. Okay, let's change this one using small letters, using get data received using get, then echo name equals to name full colon, then dot HTML special class the name. Alright, that's fine. Then we move down. Let's now write the else statement. Else we did not close this one. This one was open here. We need to, okay, it's outside this one. Else should be outside. Let me comment that one out. So our else statement will come just after this. Open this query brace, and then we write inside echo and double quotes. Okay, I want to save it. Control S from the keyboard will save that. So now the file name is testget.php. So let's go to the Postman and then carry out some testing. So what we need to do is just come to this. The method is get, so we're going to now change this to the file name, which is testget.php. First of all, let's send and see what happens. Okay, data received using get, no name received, no email. So it means we also come to the body and create values here. Let's now test for name. Name is equals to what? Let's have John as our name. So John. Then for email, let's have it John at, or John12 at gmail.com. Okay, and then let's send it again to see what happens. What you normally see up here, let's now forget about the preview here. Just come in name. Okay, name has been assigned to as John, understand? So if you enter the two values here, you see that's how it's going to send it's going to get the values from the database. You know that for get method, normally a request is sent to fetch values from the database. So if it fetches data from the database, it's not sending to the database, but it's going to fetch. So if supposing we test for email to email as John 12 at gmail.com. So if you test it, if you send it, this is what you are going to see already picked from there. So what you see here, the URL now assign John a name as John, and then email as John12 at gmail.com. So this will now be the URL, the new URL. Normally the get method is assigned with URL, so that is what you normally see there. Localhost slash what is the name of the page? Get test get.php. Okay, just we open it with the browser, we can see this. The same thing that we saw, that you see the same thing. You see it, the same thing. Okay, no problem. What we wanted to see has been seen here. Normally when you see a URL picking values like this, you know that it's the get method that has made that possible. So for that we have tested the browser. the installation of the Postman. We shall have bonus at the end of the whole practical stuff. We shall have bonus. We shall carry out more practicals on this Postman, so that we will see better. Okay, I think we're still looking at the remaining part. I think I want to take the whole of this time and then conclude our practical one. Conclude the practical one, because we're left with a few things on this practical one. This is it. This is what we're talking about. We're at this stage here. It's 7 and 8. We finish it now. So we are going to step 3. You test your setup. Create your file. Okay, already we have tested this and we see that it's working in the HT docs. Okay. Alright. So let's move straight to student activity. Setup verification. You are going to launch your XAMPP and start Apache just like we did with this. Let me show us. This is it. You have to start. Later you are done, you can stop it or just close it. Okay, so you can start it here. That's just what you need to do from the control panel. Okay, away with it. Let's do away with it. That is done. Create a test.php with a basic HTML message. Okay, just like we did. Open browser or Postman to test it. Alright. Then what are you going to do? You have to write a short note below. Was your server working? How do you know that your server is working? When the test page is launched, when you start Apache and MySQL and then the page launched from the browser without any error, then that is correct. Okay, what was the output of the test.php? You are going to record it. What challenges did you face during the installation? Alright, you are going to name the challenges. Normally you see a pop-up message from the we treated that you see a pop-up message from your account manager, warning you. So you have to state it there. I'm running out of time. My battery is almost running down, so already we have done this. We have come to the end of this. We are going to take this task, use XAMPP to run PHP and print today's date using date. So these are the tasks we are going to do. Oh yeah, we are going to carry them out and then report accordingly. So in the next video we shall be looking at practical 2, which is on working with variables, data types, scope and control structures in PHP. So until then, I urge you to smash the like button, share and like our video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new.